women like butt sex, okay? I have white privilege, and I am a racist.
What is up, everybody, on a Monday night? What is up? This is the pre-show. This is the pre-show to No Hard Feelings. We're going to be with you guys for like maybe the next hour or so. Got some good topics for tonight. How is everybody doing after Easter weekend popped off? Easter weekend, for those of you who celebrate, I hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed. I did. I had my family over. It was pretty cool. It was a fun day. Hope you guys are all enjoying your Monday back to work day. All that good shit. Yeah, I hate going back to work on Mondays. Monday is the worst day. I rate Monday being the worst day of the week. I think it's the worst day of the week, Monday. Mondays suck. But what's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing good. Shout out to the chat. We're going to be going live in about an hour with No Hard Feelings on the Patreon. Me, Nicky Nines. Shout out to Nicky Nines. So it was a pretty fun weekend. We'll do a little recap of the weekend, too. We got a lot of shit to play tonight, a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. I think it's going to be a good No Hard Feelings episode 54. Good topics, all that shit. Where is... I'm just getting like a lot of shit together still for the show because we have a couple of sound bites to play for tonight to respond to. Some the regular old community type of shit, in the mix as always. And then, just the main topic for right now is, this Alex Jones shit. I guess, he was found liable for all this shit that went down. And he filed for Chapter 11 for Infowars. And I heard a little bit of him today, and he was, basically saying that, but he says this every day on his show mostly, or every week, that he's going to lose the company, Infowars. Like, he's going to lose it. Because they're going bankrupt. And I guess now they officially are or some shit. So, I mean, you kind of knew this was going to happen, you know? I mean, I can't believe he said some crazy shit about Sandy Hook shit. Like, if you go back and listen to what he actually said, he really was saying that it was a hoax. He was like, he's at one point he was like, I don't think any kids died at all. I don't think no kids died at all. They were all actors. I know a lot of shady shit went on there, but like the shit he was claiming was just through the roof, So apparently he got fucked for it. They found him liable, so he's going to be fucked and he's going to have to pay a lot of money out, even though I guess some of the money is going to be, some of the money he doesn't have to pay out, I guess they said some of it, but most of it he has to. So he's fucked. He's fucked, but I'm sure he'll remain on air. I'm sure he'll still have, they're saying that he's basically taking money right now and hiding it in different accounts and getting rid of money, dumping it and acting like he has no money to pay these millions of dollars that he's liable for now. So he's probably fucked, You owe millions of dollars in a lawsuit, you're fucked. Plain and simple, So it don't look good for Alex Jones. If you listen to Alex Jones, and you know what? I think the world needs Alex Jones, you know what I mean? And he is right about a lot of shit he says, man. I mean, yeah, he was wrong about Sandy Hook, and he said some shit, but this is America. Shouldn't he be able to say that? Even if he was wrong? Like, since when do we live in a society now that the deal is, if you go and you go on air, or you go on air, fuck air, but if you go on your social media, right, and you're mad about something, and you start ranting, right, and God forbid you're ranting about something that you're not sure about or you're wrong about, right, and you go on there and you say, I don't know, pick anything, say that you put fucking shaving cream on your face when you shave, right? You go on air and you're like, this fucking shaving cream people, they really fucked us, they charging $5 more for their shit now and blah, blah, blah. And then, God forbid you were $1 off on what they were really charging you. Now all of a sudden it's misinformation, you're wrong. And I understand like Sandy Hook's a bigger situation than that, but where does it stop? So basically, if you get something wrong and you come on air, it's misinformation and you could be fucked for your words now in court. Because I understand it's people's lives and their kids. Because he did say, he did come on air and he was like, I just heard it before. Because I was like, I want to hear exactly what he was saying about Sandy Hook back then that got him in trouble, right? So I went back and I listened. And it was some fucked up shit. Because at first I was like, he couldn't have said anything like, that, yeah, maybe he said they were actors and this and that, but what could he have really said that makes him owe these people millions of fucking dollars now? What could he have said? So I went back and I listened, and he said some fucked up shit. He was like, I don't think any kids died at all. Meanwhile, there's multiple families in Sandy Hook that their 5-year-old was just massacred in the classroom. He said that. He said shit, like they were all actors. He went into this whole spiel about, this, and that. So, okay, so say you come home and you start ranting on your media, and then all of a sudden you get it wrong. Right? You're going to go to jail now? You're going to be sued? Is that where we're at now? Fake news, I don't know, man. I know Alex Jones is right about a lot of shit, plain and simple. I know he's a whack job. I know he could be a fearmonger. Like I call him that, a fearmonger, but I've been called a fearmonger. You know what I mean? So like, and I'm not meaning to make people fearful of anything. I'm just worried myself. I come on here and I said something one day that got somebody worried, or didn't get somebody worried, but they called me a fearmonger, and I said, damn, I just went on to just talk about what I was feeling because I felt like the walls were all closing down around us with this fucking vaccine shit. And we've been fucking, dodging it as much as we can for as long as we can now. And I was fearful and came on and started talking about, like the Civil War and like all this shit that could happen and all this horrible shit that's going on. And it was called fear-mongering. I was more worrying and being a worrying cunt more than anything, but it was called fear-mongering. You know, so it's easy for me to sit here and say that, you know, Alex Jones fear-mongers and this and that, but, you know, I mean, I guess it's considered fear-mongering in a way. I guess what I did could be considered that, I guess. I didn't see it that way, but hey, you know what? Maybe a lot of other people did, and that's what it is then. You know what I mean? You don't mean to do it, but that's what it is then. So, you know what? I feel for Alex Jones. I do, because you know what? He's gotten so many things right. He's gotten so many things right on the button. Right off the hop, he's gotten a lot of things right. Okay? Every country in this world needs an Alex Jones in it. Okay? If you don't think that, then you're a fucking idiot. Because as far right as he is, you need to offset those far left assholes. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not like coaching this guy or want this guy to do good or giving him money or wanting him like to take over the world. I just want him to be a watch eye. You know, maybe he's too much of a watchdog. Maybe he's too much of a fucking, you know, eagle. I don't know. But all I do know is without Alex Jones, then you get people who just step all over everything and they're not afraid because, you know, they don't think anybody's out there with an eye on them. You know? What if Sandy Hook was fake? Right? It's not. I know it's not. But what if it was, right? And no one was calling it out for that. And it was. And it just went on like, hey, you know, they can fake these things to try to take the guns out of your hands and try to make guns look really, oh, we'll make it look real bad. We'll put the NRA in a real fucked up position. You know, and I'm not saying that Sandy Hook was. Obviously it wasn't. But say it was. And no one was calling it out. What happens then? Just goes by the waistline, right? Like everything else does in this country. So, you know, you got that. You got all that. And is this the end of Alex Jones? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Is this the end of his platform? Maybe it's the end of the platform he has, which he built up on his own with all his fucking whacked out vitamins and the shit he sells and all that. He's his own man. He could sustain his own shit. He had so many people against him, and he could just fire up his own technology and go live on multiple fucking platforms, on multiple areas of the internet, and broadcast live radio right from his little compound that he built with his money that he made doing what he does and that he's been doing since the 90s. You know, so, and it's good to see somebody like that in America, because that is the American way. You know, you're not accepted, then I'll go and build my own fucking thing and I'll go play my own game. And then all of a sudden everybody wants to go join that game. You know, when people get kicked out or casted aside or censored like he's gotten. I mean, this guy is one of the most censored fucking people in America today. Plain and simple. Maybe in the world. You know? But I'm sure there's a couple of Russians over there that probably would have damn good radio shows and you've never heard of them. Neither have I, and we probably never will. But you need an Alex Jones, you know? And is this the end of him? No, I don't think this is the end of him. Will he pay a lot of money out? Probably, yeah. Will he get away with some shit? Probably. He's probably hidden a lot of his money away already. And now he's claiming, you know, bankruptcy through the organization that he built. And he might lose that platform. But I think a guy like Alex Jones will never disappear. You'll never say goodbye to him. He'll never be out of the picture. There'll always be a spot to find him. And if you want to find Alex Jones and it's hard for you to find his daily shows, go download. You ready for this? Go download the iPod app. Right? I mean, it's the iPod app. It's the podcast app. Go download the actual podcast app, and you will find the Alex Jones show within that app. And a ton of other shit too. It's a really good app. I highly suggest it. It's just an app for instant fucking podcast that you've probably never heard of. Some you've probably heard of, and they're all on there. And it's a very easy way to just get into what you need and get it going. So yeah, he's on there, and that's how I find him, and that's how I listen to his shows and all that shit. Because it is hard to find a fucking guy, man. You know? Yeah, Rumble. Yeah, I heard that's an up-and-coming fucking thing too, man. You know, we need an alternative to all these fucking, there should be like 2 or 3 apps out of doing the same exact thing that everybody else is doing. You know what I mean? Like, there should be the brother of that app to every fucking thing that's being done on here. Period. You know, you don't want, nothing should be cornering the market in anything. You know, nothing. There should always be at least 2 or 3 other places to go to do the same thing. There always should be. Should always have that. And I'm sure, listen, you know, Trump is about to launch this new thing he's doing too. Guarantee that thing fills up like a motherfucker. How much you want to bet that thing fills up like, because I'm going right over there. As soon as the fucking thing opens, I'm going to be on there. I want to see what Trump's saying and, you know, all that shit. I'll get rid of fucking whatever I have to get rid of, or I'll keep the other ones. I don't give a fuck, but I'm definitely going to join whatever he's doing. If I have to pay money for it, then I'm not joining it. I'm not paying money for that shit. If he thinks he's going to launch an app where you can like be a part of like a Twitter, but with all the people that are banned off of like, you know, certain areas, and you have to pay to be on there, they could eat my ass out. I ain't fucking doing that. Fart right in their mouth. I am not paying for an app when I can get like, you know. Listen, if you're giving me Twitter for free, you might as well give me fucking all that other shit for free too, okay? So I'm not paying for an app. It's not happening. What? You shut up. Shout out to the shout out to the chat. I see the one and only Derek Hans in the chat. Mr. Fest Love. What's up, Fest Love? Aaron, the official Aaron. What's going on, Mr. Clambake? How you doing, my man? Jay, what's going down? Jay to the P to the, yo, my man Fest Loving, yeah, the clam bacon, waking bacon, yo, we got a Wandy in the, yo, Casey is raw, Casey is death, they will talk that shit till the bitch done die. 95 years old, laying on her bed when she old, yeah. Casey put his hand right up on the head, said, ma'am, you gonna end up dead, old bitch dead, old bitch red with it, oh, goddamn. Casey is cold, Casey is old, said the bitch gonna die. Casey grabbed that bitch, alright, come on, Dynamo man, Dynamo. What's up with the man, damn, oh shit, animal, damn, goddamn. Yo, what's up, Joey, calm down, yeah, what's up, man, what's going down, yeah. Romping and ripping and stomping, what's up to Steve? Langan, hammer, lang and hammer. Yeah, my man's either reaper, peeper, creeper. Affleck! Got the Affleck duck in the back, yo. Affleck duck in the back, bo, yo. Affleck! Get your Affleck. Yeah. So anyway, this is not the end of Alex Jones. We're going to see if you live long enough, right? God willing, we live to be old, right? If you live to be old, you're going to be listening to this. Well, you won't be listening to him, or you might be. It's up to you whether you listen to the guy or not. But he'll still be doing something with radio or airwaves or something, because Alex Jones, this guy doesn't go away. He's not going anywhere. Even if he lost that organization, he'll just build up a whole nother one. That's the type of guy he is, you know? Because he did get to the truths of so many things that when he's wrong, he doesn't think he's wrong at all. And I understand why. Because the guy has done things that no other reporter or radio guy has ever done. I mean, look how he broke into that fucking Bilderberg thing, dude. Like, come on, man, that footage is crazy. If you've never seen the footages from this guy doing that, then, man, I mean, like, that was some astronomical shit that he did there, where he snuck into the place and got recordings of everything and exposed fucking everything, you know? I mean, that's something, man. That is something.
Oh no, my left hand. Oh no, my left hand.
You know what I mean? So, like, he's done a lot of crazy, like, important shit. Exposing shit. That there really is a bunch of a group of assholes that meet and, you know, and that are all rich and elite, and they decide on things, and they, you know what I mean? He exposed that for what it really is. You know what I mean? He really did. So like, that's something big. Nice, man. What's up, Lenny? What's going on, brother? You know, I had somebody hit me up the other day that has been listening to me for like 5 years, right? And said, this is the first time I've ever reached out to you. I've been watching your show that long and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you've never spoken to anybody or anything? Like, have you been in the chat? And he said, nope, never been in the chat. I just listen to you when I drive, and I don't really watch the screen ever. So he's like, I barely even knew what you looked like, to be honest. He's like, I just see you on like the thumbnails when, you know, but I just been listening to you guys since like for the last 5 years. And I was like, well, how far do you, like, what show did you like start out on? And he named some shit that I was like, holy fuck, that was like 5 years ago, dude, when we were doing that. You know, he's like, you had the fucking, I forgot what it was. I was drinking, he said you were drinking the boot, and you had the puppet out, and you were fucking doing this whole thing. And I was like, yeah, that's the first puppet, Mr. Nichols, baby. The one and only Mr. Nichols. He's doing good, man, Mr. Nichols. He's older now, you know what I mean? He doesn't sound as young as he used to. His voice is kind of raspy now, but yeah. Jay, what's up, Jay? JG, what's going on, brother? How you been? Yeah, Bohemian Grove is what he exposed, and man, that was. And then, okay, so not only did he get the recordings of Bohemian Grove and blow that whole thing up, but he spoke to, I guess it was a senator, or I don't know if it was a senator or something like that, but he spoke to this guy, right? I guess going to the Grove, to Bohemian Grove, like entering it. And he spoke to this guy, and I think this was after he broke into it, like a year before. And he goes, you know, and he asks him a series of questions. And he said, you know, I broke in here, and I broke in, and I got videotape of you guys doing a fake sacrifice, and he says all this shit. And literally the guy was like, that's messed up that you're telling people about this. Like, how dare you? And he's like, yeah, right. You're supposed to keep it quiet, aren't you? And he's like, yes, and he was like admitting to him, yeah, like, yes, we're supposed to keep it quiet. Why are you even saying this in front of all these people? And he was basically like, well, I'm calling you guys out. I'm exposing all of you fucking pieces of shit for doing what you do. And he was like, ugh, you're a disgusting man that you would do this. Like, ugh, you peasant. You know, and like just that conversation alone with that guy, on top of the fact that he fucking recorded Bohemian Grove and blew it up like he did and was telling people about it. Not only him, but all these other people were telling people on air, off air, at campsites, around a fireplace, around, supper time in a restaurant, on a dating service. People were telling people who knew about it for years, like, yo, there's a real thing, Bohemian Grove, and like these people get together and they do rituals and they blah, blah, blah. And people would always be like, you know what, I think I saw some weird shit like that. People that lived over there, like, yeah, a lot of people going to this house up in the woods, and, it's really weird, and I've heard of things like that. Nobody knew and can confirm it 100%, but a lot of people knew, and the rumors floated around for years and years and years and years, right? And then all of a sudden, here comes Alex Jones. And the guy gets a fucking camera in there and records a fake fucking sacrifice, right? And then gets that interview that he did with the guy, and then proceeds to take the next decade to call all these people out in conspiracy theories like crazy up the yin-yang, to where people were like, yo, this dude's fucking nuts. He's a whack job. Don't listen to him. He has no clue what the fuck he's talking about. Leave him the fuck alone. Don't watch him. Don't talk to him. Don't listen to him, right? And then he comes out with all the proof, and he comes out with actual footage of Bohemian Grove, of people that we've watched be our presidents, vice presidents, people who ran this country, right there, right on camera. And boom, there it is for everyone to see. The truth, right? So now fast forward 20 years later, 30 years later, and look where Alex Jones is now. Yeah, he opened up his mouth. Yeah, he talked a lot of shit about Sandy Hook. Yeah, he was wrong about a lot of things, right? But how could you blame him? How could you blame a guy whose whole entire fucking like adulthood has been told about this stuff that goes on behind the scenes and all these conspiracy theory type things, and he puts the pieces of the puzzle together, and not only puts the pieces of the puzzle together, but gets video and audio and proof and all the crazy whacked out shit that he says. Probably some of it's wrong, yes, but goddamn, think of how much of it is fucking right. Just think of that. The percentage of shit that he's told us over the years that has turned out to fucking be right. A lot of it sounds outlandish as hell. The new fucking the what's that new shit that they were talking about? The new the restart, the reset, the new reset, or whatever the fuck it is. Like, this guy was talking about that 4 years ago, bro, before fucking COVID even hit. This guy was talking about people mixing up all kinds of fucking weird shit in labs that if it got out, it could make the whole world sick and we'd go into a recession and be told to stay in our homes and never come out and blah, blah, blah. Like, this guy was talking about all this before it happened. And now he's in court being sued for millions of dollars because the one thing that he did get wrong, he got wrong. So, end him now. End him. Tell him he owes millions of dollars to people now and he has to file bankruptcy and, you know, and try to end him. I know they'll never end him because he'll always have an outlet. He'll always have his mouth, and he ain't going nowhere until you kill him. But just think about what we're talking about here. Yeah, he was wrong about Sandy Hook. Yeah, he was. And you know what? Those parents, if they met me right now, they'd probably be like, how dare you fucking talk any good or anything about this guy? And I get it. I get it, because if I had a dead kid that died in Sandy Hook, I'd be pretty fucking pissed too, with hearing that it's fake when my kid is not in that bed anymore at night when I come home every day. Think I'd want to fucking live after that? No, I wouldn't even want to live. So I could imagine how those parents feel. But is money from Alex Jones really going to make it better? Is it really going to fucking stop what happened? Is it really going to erase what happened? This Adam Lanza piece of shit that got a gun one day and decided to go kill the most innocent fucking human beings in this world, kids? Is it going to fix that? Is it going to fix that we have Adam Lanzers in our country and in other countries throughout this fucking world that just want to fucking kill the most innocent and kind things on this world? Butterflies? Little innocent puppies, kids. Those are all pups, man. Those are all kids, the future. This guy went in and demolished them. It's not going to fix it. Okay, Alex Jones's money is not going to fix it. I get why parents are pissed and why they want to go to court and why they want to sue him and why they want to... I get it. But Alex Jones has done so much good too, man. You can't fucking forget about that. You know, and it's just, they'll never get rid of him. If they think that this is going to get rid of him, they're fooling themselves, because he's not going nowhere. The guy's not going to stop. He's not going to stop. And nor should he, because he was right about so many other things. Yeah, he was wrong about Sandy Hook, and he was damn wrong and disgraced for it, for some of the shit he said. But if you listen to what he said, even though it sounds really, really fucking terrible, he really believed he was right. He really believed what he was saying was true. So, yeah, I don't know. But if they think they're getting rid of him, they're not. So, and I'm not proud of that fact. I mean, I don't want him to be silenced. None of us should be silenced. I mean, fuck, you can't jump on your fucking Facebook and go on there and be like, hey, I'm pissed about this, this, and that. And God forbid you do. And you start saying stuff about COVID or something like that, and it's wrong. Yo.
Big time fan here, and I just want to know how you do such great things. What, are we not live?
Now I hear you. I didn't hear you.
Oh, you didn't hear me?
No, I couldn't hear you.
Shit. Oh, so dude, I called up. I'm like, hi, I'm a big old fan of yours. How's it going? Oh my god, you're so great. So,
what's going on?
Nothing. Just listening. Figured I'd pop on for the for the pre-hype. For the pre-hype.
Yeah, I'm just talking about this shit with Alex Jones, man. Just fucking.
Dude, he's done. Like, he's done, dude. Like, he's tried to move money to shell corporations.
But I'm telling you, as much as he could have no money in his pocket, and this guy will still be, he'll still be going.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
I honestly don't know.
He's a psycho. He's a psycho. I mean,
well, he is a psycho.
He is, and he don't know when to stop, and he ain't gonna stop because like he's gonna make sure like, yo, this ain't gonna stop me. Like, you know, he's.
I mean, he fucked up.
And there's people out there, but there's people out there that are rich, right? These rich people that donate to him and give to him and his organization. And as long as they're around and they're still like, you know, able to give to him, he's going to be funded no matter what.
Oh, will he be broke? No, I don't think he'll be broke. Do I think he'll be silenced for a while? I don't know. I mean, I'd be surprised if you ever heard him again in any capacity out of like shortwave radio or some weird shit like that.
Jesus.
Because he fucked up, dude. He fucked up. He said a lot of shit. He fanned a lot of flames. I mean, there were people in there that they were being harassed and had to move because Alex Jones fans were like, you're lying, harassing and threatening him. I mean, it was a shit show.
Yeah, it was pretty bad for their families. It was. That's why they're suing for what they're suing for. Joe Compton, what up?
It's Joe Compton.
Joverted.
Any word on how The Undertaker is feeling? You said he was under the weather when he was supposed to call in over the weekend.
Yes, we were supposed to get a report from The Undertaker, but he was feeling sick, so maybe next weekend we'll have a good old phone call from him. Nick, you're breathing into the phone.
Oh, dude, it sucks, man. My mic is fucking... Yeah, this stupid mic setup I got, it's like basically up my nostril. You can't hear me for shit.
Yeah, so fucking... is this working now? What the fuck is this thing doing? Yeah, it would be... You know what? I think he's definitely going to lose the setup that he has now and everything he's got going on now. Because if he's filing for bankruptcy, you know... I mean, like... How could he stay on air?
Yeah, but he's rich, dude. Rich people don't keep their money in the same spot. He's got his shit in shell corporations. Like, he sold something like over $150 million of merchandise and fucking pills and all kinds of shit like last year. So he ain't fucking broke, dude. It's just what businesses do to avoid paying shit.
Yeah, they said that he he liquidated a lot of his money and sent it to, other areas and other countries and has it in bank accounts and all kinds of places. But, ultimately, they don't care if he has money. They just want him out and off the air and gone. So,
of course.
Yeah, and they've been trying to do this for the longest time. I mean, when he was on YouTube, he was fucking running YouTube because he was everywhere on YouTube. I mean, I turned on my YouTube and his videos used to be like, 75 people deep, meaning like they recorded his show and then they re-upped it on their own channel type thing, because he used to tell people to do that, and he wouldn't strike people for doing it. So he would be like, yeah, copy my stuff, put it back on your channel. You want to download this show and you want to put it on your own channel and get views for it, go right ahead. And he used to tell people all the time, go right ahead and do it, And a lot of people were like, I mean, the numbers of people that were tweeting, retweeting, Facebook and this and that of his show was insane how much his show would spread. And, fucking they came on and they were like, you know what, we can't have that shit. And I remember like the first day he was like, officially they were taking his stuff off YouTube and you won't see it again. Like, I remember when they officially did it, like you couldn't find nothing of him anymore. And I was like, holy fuck, it went from oversaturated with him to like abso-fucking-lutely nothing of his on here anywhere to be found.
Yeah. Well, I know a low-hanging fruit channel you can find it on, but that's for the most part.
Oh yeah, and you know what? There's a lot of those channels where you can find a good amount of his shit, right? But nothing in like nothing in like the sense of like it used to be for him, like where, you know, it was, I mean, nothing even close. Like you don't even see a whole video. Like you'd be lucky you find like a 10-minute video on him on here anymore. It's really just, they take a lot of his shit and they get rid of it right away, especially when it's like his show or like a segment of his show. You know, they eventually get it. Because I was watching these channels that was uploading his stuff back onto YouTube, and they didn't get this guy for a while. And then he went to like, he was something called like the Iron Eagle or some shit, right? And then like that channel got popped after like 5 weeks of him doing that guy, you know, his show and putting it on there. And then it was the Iron Eagle 2, and then he went to the 3, 4, 5, and by the time like, you know, 6 months went by, this guy was like on his like fucking 30th channel because they kept shutting him down and shutting him down and shutting him down just because it was Alex Jones shit. You know, and I'm like, damn, they really fucking hate that guy that much that they just fucking kept going at that guy, man. They didn't stop.
Oh.
You know,
the only way I can see him coming back is if Elon Musk says fuck all this stupid Twitter shit and goes and makes like a free speech alternative platform like YouTube. Then I could see him 100% coming back.
Yeah, I mean, that would be nice to have a spot where everybody banned can come back. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you know, I don't know, man. I'm a big fan of freedom of speech. Say what you want as long as it's not, you know, I don't know. Say what you want, dude. If people don't want to fucking listen, then don't fucking listen. Like, I never understood, like, people have this bad habit of getting upset with what other people say. It's like, just don't listen to who gives a
it's
shit.
words, man. Like, they can't punch you through the fucking screen. You know what I mean? Like, so why would you get so fucking upset over something? Like, it's words. It's not, you know, it's not choking you. It's not punching you in the face. It's not taking your money. It's not, you know, threatening you. It's, you know, it's words. Sometimes it is threatening you, but still, it's words. It's words.
Well, yeah, I mean, that kind of shit needs to, you know, I get that kind of shit, but like somebody saying like the worst, most foul shit about you, it's like, who gives a fuck? You know, who gives a fuck about anything or any subject?
Words.
It's like, it's a fucking word.
That's
it's like,
it.
get over the fucking pussy.
Yeah, I agree. It's words are words, and it's like, if you can't handle words, then, you know, you definitely shouldn't be on the internet. I'll tell you that.
Well, there's a lot of motherfuckers that should not be on the internet.
Yeah, there is, unfortunately.
But that's okay, because we'll be talking about them on No Hard Feelings.
Yes, we will. That is the truth.
That's right, dude. Just check it, man. Fucking no Hard Feelings is literally the Roman bath orgy of content of this community.
It's
like you want to hear the shit. Like I got some shit for a few fucking shitters tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna get murky tonight, man, and I was talking to a couple of people where they were like, "Yo, I got a feeling like tonight's gonna be one of those nights for you guys on No Hard Feelings," and I was like, you know what? Since you said that, I think I'm feeling the same thing. To be honest with you, I felt like something's gonna go on tonight where we're gonna touch on some big things tonight. So yeah. Like
I only want to say a small sample, and I only noticed this because you remember the movie Falling Down.
Yeah.
I watched that the other day. You remember the fucking the Nazi store owner who was like, think about it. You remember that guy?
No.
You don't remember him, dude? You got to look him up because I'm looking at him and he looks just like that fucking picture of Jesse you showed me. Like I was dying my ass. I'm like, what the fuck?
That fucking
like,
photo, dude.
Remember that look, dude? It's so funny.
Oh my god, bro! The fucking dude, the craziest shit I heard today, bro. Like we got to talk about in a little while. I mean, like just you know, you get these people every once in a while that were on like you know Joe's shit, and they like turn around and be like, "I made you money," like, and it's like calm the fuck down. Like, are you seriously sitting there saying that right now? There were guys that were on that show for fucking 4 years that never said, "I made you money." You know, and then here comes this guy for fucking 5 minutes is on there and is bragging about making people money. It's like, come on, dude. The fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It sounds like a whore that's crying that she didn't get paid.
The head on some people.
That's what it sounds like.
Just a, like, you know, some people think so highly of themselves.
Yeah.
You know?
You gotta have you gotta have low standards like most people in this community.
Jesus, man. I mean, but some people think like they're fucking like a god almost. Like, yes, I'm a god. I am close to a god.
Well, that's because it's just such a small fucking network of people where a few people are good at talking and rallying people around them and listening to their bullshit, and that's what a lot of this community and the community streams are. Like, you hear people that give themselves fucking accolades that are like, wait, what? Like, dude, like, I think everyone here is like a fucking Rhodes Scholar or some shit, the way people make themselves out to be when they can barely fucking read.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that is true, because there are, I guess, maybe this thing to some people builds up their pride, I guess, in a way. Or I'm not looking for the word pride. Maybe what's that other word?
What, self-esteem?
Not pride. Yeah, I guess in a way, like maybe like doing this.
Self-worth?
Maybe, maybe it builds up their self-worth to a point where they're like, these people like me. These people think that I have something to say and they want to hear me. So, and with some people, maybe that goes like so far to their head that it makes them kind of act and think like, oh, I'm like, I'm like some kind of big shot in here in this whole thing. You know what I mean? And, and maybe it gives them that big head, and that's why they think they're kind of like godish a little bit, like, because they're like, oh, I'm among all these people and I'm better than all these people, so like I'm like a god, like I'm obviously special, And
well, yeah, you get a lot of that, and especially if you have like an above average intelligence for a community that's way below average.
Yeah.
Because like there's a lot of like I always love when the straw man, the red herring, all that like philosophical logical fallacies are thrown out. It's like, do you know what community you're in? Like these motherfuckers are scratching their fucking monkey heads. Like, what's the red herring? Do I catch that? Is that a fish I can eat?
Can I eat it on a bun? Can I eat a red herring on a bun and shit? What you think? I don't know, man. Sound good, right? But yeah, so I don't know, man. Like we're gonna get on some shit tonight. We got a couple of topics, and I got a couple of sound drops people sent me. And I mean, we could get really raunchy tonight if we want. I mean, we could take this to like, we could go to fucking just DEFCON 5 areas if we wanted to.
Oh, I don't even give a fuck, dude. Like, I'm so beyond shit with motherfuckers in this community. Like, everyone here, for the most part, without present company, it's in this weird, stagnant, stale area where everyone's taking themselves so fucking seriously.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, motherfucker, you ain't serious. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
And then some of the shit, too, that it's like, it can be left alone and just, like, let go already, but it's like, it's lingering on for some fucking stupid reason, and it's like, why bother at this point with some certain shit,
I don't want to. Here's why I don't want to let it go, because I don't care, because it doesn't affect my everyday life. Like, it's on here for me to have fun with, and sometimes it's repetitive, and sometimes it can be fucking boring, but I love the fact that I could say a few words, and there are people in this community that lose their shit. There's one in particular that has been sweating for the past, like, 2 days. Waiting for me to talk, like, literally.
Oh, no. What are those?
Like, fucking just waiting for the fucking waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, please, baby Jesus, don't let him fucking hit my asshole too hard. It's like, dude, it's...
Roscoe Pico train.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Well, hey, like, listen, whenever we've done this show and we're on episode this is fucking 30-something, 40, it's like 35.
It's more than that, isn't it?
It's like, 50-something, 53 or 4.
Dude, it's yeah.
Yeah, so, like, my point is, every episode that we've done on this show, mostly every single episode, has always had the good, the bad, the ugly connected to the the current community. So, and... we're not going to stop doing that, and we're going to touch on a couple of things tonight having to do with the community, and, some shit that, one thing in particular, it's just like, and there's some shit that I don't even want to talk about, because it's like there's certain motherfuckers that it's just like, oh, God almighty, it's just too old, but we'll touch on a lot of things tonight, we will, because I know Nick's got a lot to say tonight, because I could tell when you first left me that message, when I first spoke to you today, I was like, oh, yeah, he's... And then a couple of people hit me up like, oh no, I could just tell tonight's gonna be like, uh-oh, here we go.
Whatever happens, dude. It'll all work out.
Yeah. And Drew obviously I'm not doing Drew and Ken can do it this week. Drew and Ken can't do it this week because Drew's working. He's doing his thing, so we skipped. He couldn't do it tonight anyway, or else I would have had the double header. But probably next Monday we'll be doing the double header night again on the show. So there's no episode of Drew Can Do It this week, but it'll be next week, promise you. As far as everything else, Filthy will be back this Saturday, and I had a really good time Saturday night with Aaron, who called in. It was fun. We had a good time just chilling, and I didn't think I'd have that good of a time on Saturday night, but it turned out to be a really good night, man. Fun night. We talked about a lot of shit and fucking had a good time. Check out the video if you guys haven't seen it yet. And that's about it for the pre-show. We're going to be going live in like 10 minutes on the Patreon and starting up No Hard Feelings. What episode is it? Let me see. I want to see exactly what episode it was because I don't know why I don't remember. And now I can't find it. Isn't that nice? 50... I think 3, but let me see before I say yes, definitely. Episode 54. 54 episodes of No Hard Feelings. If you go back, if you are on the Patreon, you can find every single episode, I think, except for one. And it's also on a playlist. So for those of you that want to, if you just join the Patreon, most of you that are on the Patreon have been there for a while and on and off. But if there is any new people on there, they want to watch some old shit, you want to listen something to listen to during the day and you never heard it before, they're all in a No Hard Feelings playlist. So you can find every single episode. I think there's only one episode missing because they made me take the episode down because of, I think, copyright and shit. So, but everything is up there underneath the playlist and all that shit. And yeah, that's it for that. And like I said, yeah, so hopefully this Saturday we'll have a couple of things from The Undertaker, and I'm also going to be doing the sex phone this weekend because people have been busting my balls to do it for the longest time. They've been telling me, can you please do a couple of them? So I'm going to try to set it up where we can have everybody that's on call with us do one at least if they want. So whoever's going to be on call with us could actually just do it from their Skype. I don't have to give them a number. They don't have to take the phone. Nothing like that. They just got to be able to speak like they would on Skype. So hopefully that'll work out for this Saturday too. And Filthy's got a bunch of shit he's going to tell us about because he was in Vegas. He was in San Diego. And he's got a bunch of shit to tell us and show us when he comes back this Saturday. So we'll be looking forward to that. And Chris is doing much better. The COVID is gone. He's not dead. Repeat.
Oh, he had the vid?
Yeah, man, he did.
Oh, okay. I figured he just fell in the toilet or some shit.
No, he was in the midst of doing a couple of things for the show, and everything got put on the back burner because he got sick. And then all of a sudden his parents got it and all this shit, so he was down for a while. But he's doing good now, like I said, and he should be back this Saturday, and hopefully we'll have some material from him too very soon. Because he was working on a ton of shit, and he had almost everything done. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, he's doing better, so he'll be here. What am I looking for right now? What did I have to find here? All right, everything is set up for the show over there on the Patreon, so...
So yeah, if you're not part of it, at $1 you get to fucking listen, or you could just steal the stream like everyone else.
Yeah, it's
does.
$1, or else you could just go ask. One of the guys that always get accused of it is YR, and whenever it's said like YR's name comes up, I always get a message from him going, "Bro, it was not me. I swear to God, it was not me who gave it out." And I'm like, dude, I can't prove who gave out the thing. I never will be able to prove it. And it is what it is, man. I mean, it's $1. You know what I mean? If you're getting it for free, well, it's the value of a fucking $1 anyway. So, like, and then there are people on there that give more than $1, and I so thank them because they don't have to do that at all, and they do it. And that's a fucking very nice gesture by those people. There isn't many of them, but there's, there's people that do it. So I do thank them. And if it leaks out and gets out to people, then fuck it. I don't really care. I mean, it would be nice if everything was, within the, area that it's supposed to be. But, I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. But that's it. So I'll see you guys, those of you that are coming over with us over there. We'll see you guys there in about 5 to 10 minutes. And for those of you who are not coming over there, we'll see you guys probably Wednesday or Friday. Probably Wednesday. And that's about it. We'll see you guys then. Nick, you got anything you want to say or anything?
No, I'm good. Just saving it for the show. I'm ready, dude. Like I'm fucking ready.
All right, so you heard him. He's ready to go. We're all ready to go. We'll be over there. We'll be live in the next 5 to 10 minutes over there on the Patreon. So look for us going live over there. Thank you, everybody who hung out for a little bit. I guess the saga will continue for Alex Jones, and we'll see what happens with him. I mean, I don't think he's going anywhere. He might lose the platform, like I said, but he's just too much of a big mouth to be going anywhere. That guy. So, all right, we'll see you guys soon. Take it easy, be safe, and peace.
Chop the baloney. Here we go. You're done.
And then someone else get a...
What is in it?
Go suck a fucking dick.